Konnichiwa. It's Justin Morris here again. I'm in Tasmania, in Australia, where it is very samui, because it's cold winter time at the moment. We've been very grateful to watch the Tokyo Olympic Games happening at the moment, and it's very inspirational to see Mateusz Rudijk from Poland. He was racing in the track cycling with type 1 diabetes, which is very cool. I wanted to chat about something during this video today that is very important to me and has enabled a lot of the cool things in my diabetes life. Today I want to talk about having the yuki to be proud about living with type 1 diabetes instead of being sad or embarrassed. I remember when I was first diagnosed, I was very scared, ashamed and embarrassed about living with my type 1 diabetes. But something happened where I gained the yuki to no longer be scared of my condition. I want to talk about 3 things that can help give you the yuki to make the most of living with your type 1 diabetes. When I was first diagnosed, I was living life in the shadows of type 1 diabetes. I didn't want to tell people about it. I was very ashamed about my condition. Until I found out about a famous rugby player in Australia named Steve Renouf. Steve Renouf lived with type 1 diabetes and he was proud to have type 1 diabetes. He used to write about it, he used to tell stories about it on television, and he was the one that inspired me to no longer keep my diabetes hidden. He inspired me to tell people about it and be proud of my condition instead of embarrassed or ashamed. After I'd been inspired to start telling people about my diabetes life, I found that my diabetes team was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. More friends wanted to help me, more of my family wanted to help me. I found more people in the diabetes community wanting to give me assistance, and I eventually found out about my team, Team Novo Nordisk, who helped make my diabetes life a much bigger success than it was before. My life was now coming out of the shadow of type 1 diabetes and into the light. After I was inspired to tell people that I lived with diabetes, I found out that my diabetes team was now getting bigger, and I also discovered that I was actually helping to inspire other people with type 1 diabetes. When you tell people that you live with type 1 diabetes and then you pursue your life in whatever it may be, sports, education, music, technology, you are an inspiration to other people who live with this condition. So getting a role model to help inspire you to find that yuki to tell people that you live with diabetes is a number 1 point for today. The second point is that once you tell people that you live with type 1 diabetes, your diabetes team gets bigger. And the third point is once you've told people, that team gets bigger and you're now inspiring other people in the diabetes team, the diabetes community. So next time you're maybe worried about injecting in public, worried about checking your blood sugar in public, or worried about telling someone that you live with diabetes, remember, that's part of the journey of coming out of the shadows of type 1 diabetes and into the light. Find that yuki.